Okay, welcome back to everyone who is watching this after watching the last one, and welcome brand new people who are just watching this for this video. This should be an interesting video for everybody who's getting used to the new RS3, because I am going to take a few minutes at the start of this video, and it may just end up being all of this video, to work out exactly how I want this interface to go now that we have, almost total control over where everything is supposed to be placed. I would like to use some of that control and actually move things around. So if you have just started playing RuneScape, or you're totally lost in exactly how the system works of how to move things around, this could be a very useful and interesting little video. One of the things I have to do is I have to decide where these things will be useful, where I can read them, see them when I want them, but they're not going to be in my way, because of course that's exactly why they have you have the ability to change everything up. It's because they want you to be able to choose what is where, and where things are going to be the most help. Now the problem is, on my main I do not have this this buff window, and I could not find where it was, and I don't really want to hide it if I can't re-find it, but I think it was here. So I think it's going to be totally safe to close that out. I don't need to be considering it in my layout, because when I don't have to have it up there constantly. When I get everything else that I want to have semi-regularly up on my Windows set, then hopefully either will be an obvious choice for that window, or I will figure out where it goes from there. So my mini-map is, I would like to keep it in this corner just because I'm used to seeing it here. I would really like to have it be slightly bigger too, and I know there's a way to change that, but it may take some patience on my part. Oh, there we go. But again, I don't want it to become too big and be in the way in any way, shape, or form. And of course, if I was brand new to this game, I would consider putting it here or here. But I've played it long enough that I will be searching for it if I put it anywhere but there. So that's where it's going to stay. I might just add my chat to this side too, just to keep it all nice and neat. And I love the fact that it does not have to stay the same size that it is right now. That's a beautiful thing. I might just pile everything over here. That might work for me. I like that option. Now the thing is, of course, I don't need this permanently up. It's a useful thing in combat, but I'm not going to use it in the general sense of always needing it to be around. I'm going to be doing a lot of exploring, I know that. So it's useful information. Certainly it is information that I need to have available at a glance, but I don't have to have it easily accessible at all times. So if I wanted to do something like this window, I know it's going to pop up, but it's also going to go away again. And if I had it pop up over this, most of the time it wouldn't kill me, but it's not going to let me do that. And I don't like piling it like that. I'd rather have everything around the center, so I have the center to free, so I can see where I'm going and what I'm doing. I mean, if I had my options, all of these extra windows would be on another screen, and I wouldn't even have to see them in the basis of what I'm doing. But of course, that's not my choice. I don't have that option. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up all of the hidden windows that are around so I can move those. So I need to make my gameplay HUDs editings visible. So I have just enabled my gameplay HUDs editing so that I can see where everything is going to be when I'm doing whatever I'm doing that will make those pop up. The experience tracker right here is one example. That's what this graph with the number is, and you would not know that if you did not have this checked. So I'm going to save and exit. No, cancel. I don't want to save. I just want this to go away. Well, I'll just put it in this. Why does this say subscribe? Do I ever need that? I don't know. Okay, so this, I didn't mean for you to change shape. Okay, this area status, I assume that's for notifications when I go into the wilderness. I won't necessarily ever use that. I'll put it down here. This experience tracker, I will use that. I like this thing. I will show you guys how I will use it in a little bit. This grave timer, okay, grave interface. I don't know what that is necessarily. Okay, the grave timer. Useful when you die. I expect to die. I will forget that I am playing a newbie character, and I will think that I'm stronger than I am, and I will go after something. I expect you guys will have fun laughing at me for doing that, but since I won't need this in general, but when I do need it, it will be useful, I'm going to put it over the mini-map menu bar, because then I'll be able to see it when I need it, but it's not really anywhere that it's going to be in the way. Okay. Buffs and debuffs. Can I grab that one? Yes. Don't really need this. In the general way, I can put it over here. The subscribe, I happen to think that's for when you're mousing over something that's describing what you're mousing over. I can't see it right now, of course, because I'm editing, but I think that might be what that is, in which case the buff and debuff menu and that can go over one another, I think, and it's not really going to bother me, because I don't really, most of the time, need to see that. Yeah, maybe it will, because sometimes I do need to see that. Okay, yeah, let's put the buffs and debuffs up here. Thinking about it, I can put this up here as well. Right? Now we'll put it up along. We'll put it beside the mini map. Tasks. I would like to put somewhere where it's not going to bother me. Active tasks and new tasks. Again, they're not going to be active all the time, so put that there. I think this might actually work for me. Okay, this task can go in this corner also. That might end up being a problem, but since this editing mode is supposed to be available always, I can always come back and fix it, you know? I'm not married to this. It doesn't have to live with me forever. Okay, grave interface. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. And I'm wondering if it's for when you die and you pick up your stuff. I suspect I will get to see what that's for in due time, but for right now I think I will just leave it there. Area status, game dialogue, can go along here. Again, this doesn't come up often. Usually when it does, it's in a quest, and usually, although you need to see what's going on, it's not really a huge priority to read it and have to react to something else at the same time. Usually if you react to something else, the game dialogue screen closes anyway, so it should not be a problem. Central interface, I believe can stay in the center, because when I need it, it will be a priority and I will not be able to do anything else anyway. The same thing with the bank. But this task complete, it's a fun little message that you get when you complete a task, but it's not a necessity to have up and read all the time. And the same with crafting progress. Now, having moved all this the way I did, let's see. Grave interface can stay there. Like I said, I don't need it constantly. This, come on. I know that you can flatten. There we go. Okay. So, this really is task things that I will need up in general sometimes, but not always. Not really like chat over here, but I think I will leave it over here. You know what? What if we area status on the buff and debuff menu, subscribe menu bar, subscribe on the experience track menu bar, and whoops, because that's not exactly what I meant, but that's okay. Okay. Crafting progress, again, not going to be up regularly, and probably not when game dialogue is going on. Okay, so the problem I'm having right now is okay, I'm going to be paying attention to this while I'm getting started on everything that I'm doing for this character, just, you know, through the tutorial stuff. So I don't exactly want to lose this, but I don't want it up all the time and paying attention to it all the time either. My edit mode window is going to go away soon, so I don't really need it anywhere in particular. Game dialogue, crafting progress, both perfectly fine there. Task complete window. New task. Not sure what that window involves, but we'll find out. You know what? I'm going to do crafting progress bar over the task complete. When the task complete pops up, it will obscure the crafting progress bar, but I won't need it anymore at that point. That'll be fine. Okay. So then, I'm sure you're all just thrilled to see how this is progressing. Let's change this again. Back to the, okay, my all chat. Okay, and I don't want to obscure chat because I love to chat in game. And if you guys are following this and you want to chat with me in game, please feel free to do so. Of course, then it will be on the video, so don't say anything embarrassing. Grave interface can go here. And if that's in my way, I don't think it will be because I don't think it'll be up most of the time. Edit mode, again, probably not up most of the time. We'll just put it here. Okay. Well, yes, I am not happy with it. It is a work in progress. I need to play and see how this is going to work for me. But it's all perfectly changeable. So we're going to go with this and see how it works. I will remove the HUDs. Save as a preset in custom 1. Yes. Okay. That is so totally not necessary there now. I like how obvious that is. Okay, we'll set you. It's good. That is good. So that was already kind of long and kind of boring, I think, if you're watching this. But at least now you can see how much control you really do have over this. These boxes do change size and shape minimally, but they do. You have a lot more control over these things than you might think at this point. So if you're watching this and you didn't know, hop on and try it out for yourself and see how you want things to be arranged for your own preferences. And meanwhile, I'm going to make this for this video. I will probably go ahead and record the next video right away and upload them within a couple days of each other. But I'm going to sign out of this one right now so you don't have it be excessively long. So see you next time. Bye bye.